Hi, welcome to the next episode of Breakthroughs Before Breakfast. My name is Swaine, and I'm the owner and founder of Frontier Trainings. And right now I'm in a course called Living Visionary Leadership, where I'm training my students about how to go out there and become exceptional leaders in their field. And one of the key principles we talk about is Leave the Ivory Tower. There are many people out there with large organizations, with large numbers of employees, many offices, many branches. And for the manager, it's sometimes tempting to get caught up in all the planning at the head office and be sending out information, sending out brochures, sending out memos to all the people out there about what to do. But this principle is about leaving our ivory tower. You know, the gilt-encrusted building with all the beautiful mahogany, the perception of this beautiful, luxurious office, and getting out to the coalface, getting out to where the action actually happens, where your staff meet the clients. Richard Branson was very well known for this. He would leave the office when he started Virgin Atlantic and go out to the ticket stations and meet the actual employees behind there serving the customers, and he'd be actually helping customers put their baggage on the weighing scales, check them all in, and send them on their way. He got to actually experience what it was like for his employees and a whole different relationship with employees when he was out there on the front meeting the actual customers and working with his employees and seeing that interaction happening. Another one was Sam Walton. When Sam Walton set up his head office in Bentonville, he actually didn't even build it as an ivory tower. In fact, they barely had air conditioning. They kept it as cheap as possible. But his philosophy was, every cent we spend on our ivory tower, we're not giving back to our customers through the best value possible. He would go off, look at all his stores in an area, and then he'd go off to the competitors, see their stores, and if he found out that one of them was cheaper, he'd go back and drop the price in his stores. When he was starting out early, he went off one time and he found a neighbor that had much cheaper goods in one area. So he went off to the same supplier, he bought up their entire stock, and the next weekend he delivered it all at the same price as them. See, leaving the ivory tower gets you in touch with what really matters to your customers, to your employees, and gets you out there actually involved in your business. It's very, very easy to sit back and be pointing out, fix this, fix that, fix that. But if your employees are going, oh, my boss doesn't understand. From a military point of view, that's when you have your soldiers out there on the front lines with the guns shooting at the enemy, and the generals are sitting back in the chateau, smoking and having brandy, and telling another group of men to go over the top and go and fight the enemy and get shot to pieces. Getting out in the trenches, getting out to the front, getting out and experience all. Ideally, not even have as much of an ivory tower. Maybe even like Sam Walton, use their money to help make better experiences for your customers, better experiences for your employees. Very, very easy to sit back disconnected. But to go out and experience everything happening in your business will give you a whole experience of business. So this distinction is leave the ivory tower. What could you do to turn this into a breakthrough for your business? When was the last time you went out and saw people in your business? I was working with one of our students a while ago when I was in India, and he had a whole lot of chains of stores that sold fitness equipment. And I was chatting with him, we were playing a game, and in the game he got to be one of the people on the front line, and he was busy, hands-on, building things. He got bored very, very quickly, disconnected, and the two of them were building this one particular item, and he let his partner do the whole thing, and he became disconnected. At the end of the time, there was a debrief opportunity, and he said, I hate this game. I hate this game, is what I realized was, what I did by disconnecting in that game is I've got people in stores of mine around the country in different regions that I've never gone and visited since the first 2 years since they opened. For 8 years they've been running, and I've never bothered to go and see them because of the cost for me to go see them. He said, what the game taught me was, maybe I should leave my ivory tower and stay connected to them all. But sometimes, purely because a leader turns up, You get a whole sense of different relationship when the leader turns up on the property. Colonel Harlan Sanders from KFC was notorious in his later years for simply driving around different states. He'd look at a map, look where KFCs were, plot a map, he would turn up, 11:30. People outside would be like, manager, quick! It's the Colonel! Now the Colonel might hear, they might have had 15,000 stores around the world. But the Colonel would turn up in a local store, walk in the front door, go into the kitchen, put on an apron, and start cooking chicken. That level of just leaving the ivory tower and getting out there makes a big difference. The relationship between the employees, seeing the manager, having that relationship, having the photos, having the manager care enough to turn up there makes a big difference. So when was the last time you got out the coalface, got out there and got to see all the people in your organization and what they're doing? So what 5 things could you do today to get out there and make more impact, connect to more clients, connect to more employees in the sales department, the warehousing department, the accounts department? Speak to all those people and get a better direct input from them versus all the chain of command before it gets to you as the CEO. So thank you very much for coming here and watching Breakthroughs Before Breakfast. I can't wait to share the next episode with you. If you'd like to find out more about these distinctions from Living Visionary Leadership, you can go to frontiertrainings.com. And if you'd like to get 3 days of amazing world-class training for minimal cost, find out by going to ptw.com. Go to ptw.com, and I can't wait to see you there or speak to you in the comments down below. This is Breakthroughs Before Breakfast. My name is Clinton Swaine. I'll see you on the next episode.